Good morning. Today it is 16 degrees and it is slightly overcast in London, and I'm determined to have a good day. I'm not the best with mornings. In fact, I'm just not a morning person, but they are so valuable and I really want to make the most of them. So I'm trying to make the most of them these days, and this is what I'm doing. I started with a cup of tea while I was doing my morning pages. This is just an Earl Grey with real milk because we had Lan staying. As you can probably see from back here, I need to make the bed. She was staying until yesterday. So it's been so nice to have a guest. I really like when people I used to live with stay over, but you're just so comfortable with each other. It's so easy. Jack's friend Josh stayed over as well on Sunday, and we lived with him in the pandemic. And yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice. You're just in a flow. My morning meditation today was on conflict, which I definitely need. I am very conflict avoidant, and one of my life goals, like an underpinning of my life, is to get better with it. And there's so many ways to get better with it, and I guess meditation is part of that. I use Headspace for all my meditations. I have done since 2017. I've had my account for so long. I really love their meditations. I like Andy's meditations specifically. I really like his voice. I believe he's the founder. In general, I feel so much better when I'm in a good meditation practice. All I need to do is 5 to 10 minutes every day. There's a lot of talk about taking care of your mental health, and I think a lot of it can come across quite high pressure. You must do this, you must do that, and with an element of expectation. And something really nice about meditation is that it takes care of your mind, but in a very low pressure way. There is no expectation. There's a small amount each day, and participating is enough. I think it's a really good form of self-care. Headspace also has sleep casts, which are my SOS night saviors. If I'm on my own in the evening and I need something to settle me down and help me get into a deeper sleep, because I do struggle with getting to sleep. Once I'm asleep, I'm pretty fine, but it does take me a while. The Headspace sleep casts are my go-to way. I think I've listened to all of them. And along with the meditations and sleep casts, they also have some mindful movement classes, and they have music. So it's really good value. And speaking of good value, you can try it out completely free for 60 days. All you have to do is sign up with my link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Thank you so much, Headspace, for working with me on this video. It's honestly a dream come true. Oh, the birds are out. I can hear them. I think meditation just makes me more in tune with the real world, especially as I spend so much time in the digital. Kind of helps me decompress and detox from the relentless messages and screens we are faced with every day. Speaking of screen time, I have no self-control, specifically at this time in the morning. So I use an app that completely locks me out. The only apps it leaves accessible are things like Headspace, where it's actually productive and useful for me. I can't go in and binge on there. And it's been so useful for me in terms of making the most of my mornings. If I were to just go with the flow, I would be on my phone for at least an hour every morning. I just don't have that barrier. Sometimes we need a bit of a helping hand, and that is one of my helping hands. So yeah, don't think I'm some saint that just gets up and gets out of bed in the morning without anywhere to be and has all of her stuff together, because that is not the case at all. And I pay money for that app as well. Yeah, I'm reliant on some additional tools. Okay, I'm gonna hop in the shower now. My little face is so puffy. Tried my best to make my hair look semi-normal. I don't think it worked. This is very much my lazy girl makeup. 10 minutes or less. I am so simple. All I want to do is just put myself in a position where if I quickly want to film something, I don't worry about my skin or my brows. Can I talk you quickly through what I am taking at the moment in the kitchen, because I think that's actually more interesting than my makeup today. You've seen this a million times. I've introduced a few things into my morning routine in terms of basically supplements, and I've added a few things into my routine to just make it a little more nurturing, I guess. I went to a really interesting workshop with Emily English and Vita Coco the other day, and they were talking about smoothies, which is not something I tend to make in the mornings, but she was talking about what she adds to them and why. And one of the things that came up was marine collagen. I knew collagen existed, but I'd never really thought about taking it before. But actually it just seems like such an obvious natural supplement. So I did some research and I found this one from World Nutrition, and it's made from byproducts of fish, which obviously that's what I want. But yeah, the way that they have made this one and turned it into the powder means you need to take less of it than you would a typical collagen powder. And I listened to the founder talk about why they designed the collagen how they did on her website. I just thought, this is what I want. So I ordered it. I've been taking it for over a month now. So now I take collagen in my morning coffee every day. Hashtag no regrets. The second thing I add is something that I am more skeptical about, but my friend Vicky persuaded me it was worth trying. She is an amazing masseuse in Hackney and kind of holistic practitioner, and she sells these Alexis Smart herbal remedies. When you go for a massage with Vicky, you get like a whole experience. It is not just a massage. And I went, when did I go? I went 2 weeks ago, and we were just talking about things and life, and she recommended the Ganesh remedy, which is all about developing confidence. So if you've heard of Bach's Rescue Remedies, it's the same principle. The idea is that the essence of certain flowers can really create like a personal shift within you. And Alexis has like 30 different blends, so you can find something for anything you want to work on. I'm on my confidence grind at the moment, so I add 16 drops to my morning coffee. And I just like the ritual of it more than anything else. Whether it works or not, I think collagen's pretty well studied. Flower remedies, maybe less so. But whether I see any results or not, I just really like the ritual. And then actually in that Emily English goodie bag, I was given the Wild Nutrition Complete Beauty Support tablets. So I take those on the days that I don't have a dairy breakfast because they include zinc, and I once had a really bad experience of projectile vomiting after taking a zinc tablet after eating a Baby Bell. And I'm emetophobic, so it was one of those experiences that sticks in your mind. But it turns out that large amounts of zinc react to calcium. Who knew? Not me. And I simply could not tell you how much zinc is a lot of zinc, so I don't risk it anymore. So I take those Complete Beauty Support tablets probably every other day. Oh, and finally, I am a vitamin D girl through and through. Very important to my well-being. I know there's some controversy and like some people don't believe in taking vitamin D, but I personally have noticed a massive difference. I definitely think I'm deficient if I don't take it. Something I've actually chilled out a bit on recently is my B6 tablets. I'm feeling relatively stable at the moment through my cycle, so I'm just taking a breather on those. But I still think they're great, and they definitely helped me when I was really struggling with what I think was PMDD. A new lip liner from Viva arrived yesterday, so let's put that on. I literally just put on a thin layer of tinted moisturiser, added some bronzer, did my brows, did some mascara, that was it. Okay, finishing touches. These glasses, and then this is the Vive lip liner in Bark. How does that look? Okay, I've put on a cardigan. I'm really chilly. It's meant to be warm today, but because our flat doesn't get much sun, it just doesn't feel it. I can't remember the last time I drank a coffee on an empty stomach, so we need to get on and make some breakfast. We don't have loads in the fridge, but I have found an avocado. So I'm thinking avocado on toast. Having this on camera has made me realize just how much this camel color does not go with our cabinets. They're like the antithesis of each other. Yeah, okay, I'll just be cold for the vlog. Movie magic. This bread goes off today, that's perfect. Honestly, I typically have sweet breakfasts. It's just what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's definitely not the healthiest option for me. Okay, we have some eggs as well, so I'll boil those. I find I buy very easily into food trends, so I'm trying to be not overtaken by the whole protein thing. It has been really good to learn just how important protein is for so many of our body functions, as women specifically. I'm trying to increase protein in my diet a little bit. I'm not gonna be drinking shakes anytime soon. I actually really can't stand protein powder. Sadly, the whey protein powder makes me gag. If it's really well disguised, I can manage it, but if it's just in a smoothie or some yogurt, I just cannot. Or oats. But I am making an effort to eat more yogurt, more eggs, more lentils, more beans as well, fiber. Just finding a good balance for me.
go work out of the house today. I feel moved to. Also gets me a nice walk. It'd be nice to just center my thoughts. March has been deadlines on deadlines, honestly. I'm exhausted. And it's through completely my own design. I took on too much work. I find it really hard still to judge how much I'll be able to handle. Every job is so different. And then you'll be pleased to know someone is coming around later to treat the mold. All your comments scared me. So thank you. Genuinely thank you. I wouldn't have dealt with that otherwise. Woo! I've just realized that the tripod's just like fully in shot here. My bad.
I've just paused in the middle of the street and I feel kind of awkward, but I needed an opportunity to show you what I'm wearing. So this is the fit. We start with this rugby shirt. It's new. It's from Uniqlo, but with JW Anderson. And then this is my vintage Burberry trench. Woo, love her. This bag is Pollen, and it is just a perfect tote to put everything in. If you get public transport a lot to work, it's probably not the best because it doesn't fully securely seal with a zip, but I still really like it. I got the parallel jeans from Motel, so that's what I'm wearing. I have my New Balance. What are these even? I think like the 530s. So I have my New Balance 530s on. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because suddenly loads of people have arrived on this road.